name is Debbie Reynolds. They call me the Data Diva. Today I want to talk about data privacy, large language models, and catastrophic forgetting. So, large language models, I like to describe them as a cauldron of information that is in one huge model or maybe a network of models. Catastrophic forgetting is a phenomenon where a model has been trained, it's been tweaked, it's learned certain things, but as you incrementally add more knowledge and information to the models, it starts to forget things that are older within the models. And this has a lot to do with the weighting of the information that's in those models. So maybe new information may have a higher weight than maybe older information, but as companies especially are using these large language models to build programs, build process procedures, and actually do certain tasks, it's going to be really important that the networks remember, like foundational knowledge, for example, that is in the model that needs to be referred to in the future. So some impacts and problems that occur as a result of this could be problems with the model updating, as it operates in real time. It's costly, so it's very costly to retrain models and very time consuming. There could be performance issues with models learning new patterns, so forgetting maybe older things that are foundational to the task that a company is trying to do. Also, some of the solutions people have for catastrophic forgetting is elastic weights. So being able to have consolidation to reduce the weight changes for very important data or tasks within a model. Also progressive neural networks, and this is what I'm excited about. So instead of adding new data to the same model, having separate neural network models that can refer to those old connections so that they're kept. I think in terms of data privacy, depending on what that data is, especially, let's say, for instance, there is data that isn't as important, data that's aged out, data, especially if it is a personally identifiable person, doesn't have as much value to the organization. I think companies can find ways or need to find ways that this could possibly work in their favor when data, again, has aged out, data that is no longer needed. It can reduce some of the risk around data if it has data of personally identifiable people, to be able to move them out of these particular neural networks or these LLMs. I think as people start to use these models more, they'll start to see more of the behavior of the models. And I think in the future, I think I've said this multiple times, I think in the future, instead of having large language models, I think companies have little language models, have things with less parameters, less restrictions, and more recall that doesn't require a lot of intensive training, retraining, or reteaching the model about the connections between the new data and the old data. That's it. Thank you.